Hi folks, welcome back to our channel. Now recently we've been away in Belgium, and as you know, I promised that I would put together a short video about Sanctuary Hill, the Hill 62 trenches in Ypres. So here it is, hope you enjoy it. I'm learning how to edit, so cut me some slack. The Sanctuary Wood Hill 62 Museum is approximately 55 miles east of Calais. It took us an hour and 30 minutes to get there, near a place called Ypres. So we're heading down the road, heading towards Hill 62. So I think it's over that way, because that looks a teeny bit like a hill, and it could be slightly over there. There's hardly any really hills here. There's no.
In other words, there's no hills here.
It's flat as a pancake, but it's like a teeny bit of elevation every now and then, which is what is quite hard in the war, World War I, to make any ground, because there was nowhere to hide.
No.
Open fields.
Hence all the trenches.
Yeah, in no man's land everywhere. Hence the need for trenches. What great you got there, man?
Sanctuary Wood Cemetery.
Sanctuary Wood Cemetery.
Yeah, gosh, look at all of that. Wow.
Not the big one. The biggest one in the world apparently is a place called Ypres, not Ypres, it's called Tyne-Cot.
Right.
Tyne-Cot,
Okay.
Commonwealth graveyard, biggest one in the world.
Oh, here, look.
So this is hardly a hill, is it?
Oh, it is. It feels like it's going up.
Hill 62.
Oh, wow.
Those signs say,
They're like bike signs.
So we just arrived at Hill 62, which was the one of the main kind of trenched areas in Flanders, if you like. Now this bit is the Canadian War Memorial, which is at the same site. To call this an actual hill is a bit of a stretch, to be fair, because there's hardly any elevation here where we are. So to get cover in World War I must have been just terribly difficult. That's hence why they've got all the trenches. Trench warfare was necessary, because there was nowhere to hide. There's no mountains or hills or elevation to hide from, so it's just open ground. So I hope you can get a feeling for the place. Obviously it's a dark and grey day, raining, and the soil here, the soil is clay, so all the mud, all the rain and the mud, and it would have been like claggy. It was stuck to the soldiers' boots. They probably couldn't get it off their boots, you know. It's that sort of mud, clayey. It's awful. And in the bottom of the trenches, well, they used to fill up with water. And you know, trench warfare, it lasted for 4 years. I find it unbelievable. It must have been horrific. You know, we went to that museum yesterday in Ypres, Flanders Museum, and wow. You know, what a museum, but you know, what a place. So we're going to go and see if we can get in to see the trenches now at Hill 62. So we'll catch up with you in a minute.
Okay, so Mark's getting all ready to go in the trenches, we think.
I'm not
still,
putting my boots on yet. I'm going to do a recce first.
yeah, we're still not quite decided. But Deb and I have decided we're not doing it either way. That rain's getting very heavy.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
They're like howitzers. That's a World War II era. This one I say is World War I. Got wooden wheels and everything. British front line. Wow. So this is the indoor bit of Hill 62, the museum bit, and it is absolutely rammed with war, memorabilia, artifacts, everything. Look at that little gun there. Mm-hmm. Is that a big Bertha? I don't know. But that's massive. Look at the diameter of that casing. It's just incredible. So in these boxes are loads of photos or slides, and you turn the handle and it changes the slide inside. But we've looked at a few of them, and some of them are just horrific scenes, to be fair. I'm not going to describe it fully to you, but there's obviously you see pictures of dead soldiers and animals, horses, and it's just horrendous. Horrendous. Obviously they're all black and white, but they are original photographs, so shocking views. So here's a picture of a big Bertha. You can see how big it was. There's a man inside the barrel. I think the big Bertha shells were 60 centimetres. That's over half a metre in diameter. And look at the big Bertha bombs and shells. They were massive.
The Sanctuary Wood Museum at Hill 62 is privately owned. It's located near the Canadian Hill Memorial and also near the Sanctuary Wood Cemetery. Apparently the wood was named Sanctuary Wood by British troops in November 1914. It was used by the British to look after and give shelter to its injured troops.
So I've stepped outside the museum now, and I'm going to attempt to show you around these preserved trenches. So this is where the British were kind of camped out, if you like, entrenched for several years of the war.
These are probably originals. They've probably just kept them, haven't they?
But is this the original metal?
Probably reshored them up.
Yeah. So what we're debating is whether these trenches, you know, the actual metalwork, all this is actual authentic. Probably not. There's no way that this metalwork would have lasted 100 years. No way. So it's been replaced, obviously, which you would expect. But I also read that a lot of the reinforcement was wood, actually, and not corrugated or metal of any description. That looks like it could be a sleeping area. I'm going to go down and have a look if I can get down. No, I don't think I can get down. Can I walk across this bit? I'm going to attempt to get down here without hurting myself. So there's another tunnel here. Didn't see this one. I don't know where that goes. I'm not going to follow that one. What I want to have a look at is this one around here. Looks like a sleeping. Could it be a sleeping tunnel? Yeah, so that one. Like, yeah, people were sleeping there. How awful. There's another one. So this is just a maze. So this is Hill 62, and as I've said before, there's a little bit of elevation. You can see, perhaps you can appreciate over there, you've got a little bit of elevation, but not much. For it to be called a hill is, like I said, a bit of a stretch, to be honest. But so our guys were dug in here, defending this area. Would have been very, very hard to do. Not much of a vantage point at all, to be fair. They were probably on guard duty, rotating all the time. From, you know, German snipers out in the field, and pop your head up just slightly and you get it shot. Horrible. Feels like you're going around in circles. There's a water pump here, Dave. Does that look like a pump? That looks like it's a valve or a pump of some sort. I reckon. I mean, they used to pump water out, maybe. You think? It's definitely, certainly a valve. We had to get rid of the water somehow. It's grim, isn't it? So I'm underground at the moment. Ooh. This is not pleasant at all. I don't know if you can appreciate this. You look down, it's just awful. 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 Ooh. There's water everywhere. I'll keep going, presumably I'll come out over here somewhere. See some daylight, faint daylight. Come on, this is quite a tunnel. I would not have liked to have been a tunnel rat. I did read that they've had Australians digging tunnels. I suspect they all did, but there's a story of an Australian regiment that were just tunnel diggers. Wow. Here we go. Oop. Wow. So Dave's going into the tunnel. He's just getting his torch ready on his phone. But it's good 30 meters. Bye. So I think he pops up over here somewhere. So I'm going to walk up and see if he can come out. So Dave's going to come out of the tunnel in a second. It's a good 30 meters long. Maybe more, maybe 50 meters. I can hear him coming. I can hear his footsteps. Yay! Here.
Well folks, that brings the video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, just send them through. I'll do my best to answer them. Now please, you know, there are dozens of museums and cemeteries and memorials in the area of Ypres and the Flanders region. So many to choose from. We went to that one from a trench point of view. Don't forget to go to Tyncott. That's well worth a visit. The Commonwealth War Cemetery, biggest in the world apparently. So anyway, let me know what you think. Bye bye.